What's going on, everybody? Since Scott doesn't want me to do welcome, welcome, welcome anymore, hey, it's Gorilla Mode Radio.
It's so better than welcome, 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 everybody.
I was doing that for like, a year straight, I think?
Only a year?
Only a year, maybe? I don't know. Scott NDX over there, I'm Daniel Correa. Joining us tonight, we got another friend of the program. It's the Boobs. What's up, Boobs?
A friend of the program?
Hell yeah.
That implies I might like you.
Okay, some motherfucker we just picked up off the side of the road.
Oh, I sound like a freaking hobo. Let's be honest, this is some motherfucker who won't leave us alone. He's the ascension to our Breezango.
I gotta say, dude, those angles are fucking hilarious. Those videos, the fashion files.
Can we be friends? No.
And you know, just again, basing off of what we've seen so far, that Harper and Rowan are gonna somehow end up in there because it was B2, and they're now called the Bludgeon Brothers.
The Bludgeon Brothers.
Bludgeon.
That is like,
yeah, Bludgeon Brothers. They're gonna end up being in those skits sooner or later because again, B2. They're both alliterative there in their name. I just have this feeling that we're going to get Harper and Rowan in a fashion file segment soon enough.
That, or they're going to be the guys that can really destroy Breezango and the Ascension.
Which would be fun, too. Shoot.
Can you find something to do for Harper and Rowan already? I mean, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, exactly. Instead of just pairing them together all the time.
Like, Luke Harper should be a mid-card title holder, or at least challenging for it. The dude is just so fucking good.
Dude,
they're probably afraid to do anything with him, though, because he keeps getting injured.
I'd love to see him be in the U.S. title picture going against Corbin and AJ.
You know what? You just put Corbin, AJ, Rusev, Harper together in a four-way match, man.
Oh my god, dude. That's going to be awesome. If that's the case, but they won't. I don't know why.
I hate Ziggler, but he had one of my favorite ladder matches against Harper that one time.
Well, dude, I don't know if I'm assuming you've heard that in the last couple of days, what has been going on. Basically, the considering the fact that we've had so many issues in WWE over the past year or so with sex pictures and videos and all this stuff getting leaked. I'm shocked it honestly isn't an STD being transferred around. But apparently there's some like viral meningitis or some crap that's going around the locker room, and they've had to change.
You know what? It doesn't mean someone ain't getting it from a toothy blowjob, you know?
That is very true. But apparently, again, remember this show does come with a warning, so yeah, you should have seen that if you looked at the YouTube. Yeah, I gotta.
Boobs should be shocked by this.
Exactly, yeah, exactly. But oh man, I gotta love Gorilla Mode Radio. But no, because of.
Listen to it.
Yeah, well, because of the crap that's happened with this viral outbreak. They had to change the card for this weekend's TLC pay-per-view.
Hey, it was a great change, though.
Oh my god, dude. So out of nowhere, Bray Wyatt is now out, and they've been doing all this build-up with he and Balor to be the Sister Abigail versus the Demon kind of thing. And
it's not build-up, that's disappointment. They're slayering shit on top of shit until you're actually buried up to your neck in shit.
Well,
this is Bray Wyatt's career.
Well, this match literally went from shit to possibly stealing the show because instead of Bray Wyatt going against the Demon Finn Balor, we're going to get the phenomenal AJ Styles on loan from SmackDown.
I mean, it could be a really good match, but I don't know. I just, like, Balor's just kind of sitting there, like his best feud since coming back was with, of all people, Elias Sampson.
Yes, that is true.
And oddly enough, Elias Sampson being one of the most protected guys in the mid-card on Raw right now.
Elias Sampson is fucking awesome right now.
He is extremely protected, though. You see that, right?
Yeah.
In the triple threat match, not triple threat, the six-man tag match that they had on Raw, Carl Anderson ate the bit.
That whole segment, the very beginning, doing the nerd.
You can just tell he wanted to hit them on the guitars. I can do what I do best. That is entertain the crowd.
Oh God,
Dude, who thought he would come to Raw and actually get better?
Yeah, honestly, I thought he was gonna be a total joke, and Corey Graves even continued his trashing on him from NXT to him even just being backstage to Raw, and now it's nowhere near as visceral as it used to be.
I don't think he has the ability to, because first of all, they have to get Samson over a little. Not that he's having trouble doing it on his own, let's be honest. But second, it's also because he's really shown that the dude can fucking wrestle. I didn't know this shit.
Yeah, and it's funny because even talking with my buddy Gonzo, he is. I mean, he's like indie rocker honky tonk man. Like really, he comes out there, he annoys people. At least he can legitimately play music. I don't think Honky can play guitar for reals. But he comes out there, he does his little song, he pisses off whatever town he's in, he wrestles his match, he hits a version of a neck breaker, and goes away the victor almost every time.
I'm not upset by this.
I'm not either. I thought I would be, considering how much I disliked him in NXT.
You know what? He's cool. He's got a very cool character. And it's somebody that, I don't know, sort of like Bray Wyatt, you're going to like him just because he's cool. You know, there's something about the guy. Plus, he can wrestle.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah, I don't like Bray Wyatt because shitty booking. I do like Elias Sampson. I'm still going to call him Elias Sampson. It's a good name.
Yeah.
I still want to walk with Elias, though. You know, I mean, the man. I can't believe this whole drifter gimmick actually works, but it fucking works, and he's talented enough to actually back it up. And I remember saying that originally I didn't think he could.
Yeah.
I honestly didn't think he had the ability to back it up, but the man grew into the gimmick. You said the gimmick growing into him. He grew into the gimmick.
Yeah, it's working.
I think he would have been a better choice to put in this six-man match at TLC, don't you think?
Well, only because he's the heel. That Boobs is alluding to. Roman Reigns is one of those people who's now out of his match because of the stupid meningitis thing, and this has been the whole big deal of the Shield reuniting for a match against the Miz and the Bar and Braun Strowman, and now Kane added to the match. So Roman's out. They're going to add in Kurt Angle.
Why? It's nice seeing Kurt Angle die finally. I mean, what the fuck?
Well, the only thing, the addition makes no sense to me in the sense of the scope of the match itself. You think that Dean and Seth couldn't go out there, and they could have done this on .com or something like that, a video of them finding out that Roman can't be there because of this whatever sickness, and they have to go and find somebody. And I think that they could have found somebody if they wanted to. They could. I don't know. They could bring in somebody, anybody. I mean, hell.
They could bring someone. They could use this as an excuse to bring someone up from NXT.
Exactly. Or, God, if you really wanted to throw a wrench in there and surprise people, just say, hey, Roman's out. They got to find somebody. Oh, Roman made a phone call, and out comes The Rock for one night.
Oh, dear God, no.
I mean, I personally, I wouldn't like that, but I'm just saying, it could have happened, and they could have turned it into something.
But they could have worked, I know you say Elias is a heel, but I don't see him as that because the fans actually do like him to an extent. They could have done like something on their YouTube channel where he's walking backstage at a show and maybe Miz walks into him and disrespects him, so that's what's got him in the ring with them. He wants to get his hands on the Miz because of this incident backstage. They could have brought that up.
Now,
this is why.
Scott, you mentioned NXT. Who's the first person you thought of could have replaced him?
I'm thinking two people. Either Cassius Ohno, because they have history together during the Indies,
okay,
or, a guy who does not need to be NXT at all, Aleister Black.
That'd have been fun.
Although, I will say this. One of the matches I'm really, really surprisingly looking forward to is Black and Velveteen Dream.
Yes. Very much so. And you know what?
Those words that are coming out of my mouth.
Well, and Boobs wasn't here last week when we were talking about it with Aaron, who really absolutely hated this idea. What are your thoughts on that?
On what?
On Velveteen Dream taking on Aleister Black. Just the whole rivalry.
The Prince wannabe. I could seem to see him get injured at the hands of Black. That would be a good match. You have Mr. Totally Subtle and Aleister Black, and then you have he's Prince. That's all
He's like Hendrix and Prince had a baby.
Yeah, and they got the worst part of Prince and the better part of Hendrix. So
I'm down for it. I'm down for the whole thing because he's really the thing. What I like about it is you can tell he's full tilt into it.
Yeah, I honestly.
He just made just like he's all in. He put the full bet, full Monty on the whole thing. It's all in.
And
there's nothing else he can do about it.
And it just proves the fact that, again, Goldust always did the androgynous stuff. He can honestly, if he wanted to, he can do the androgynous stuff with this. You don't have to go full Orlando Jordan in TNA and be the bisexual gimmick, as long as you do it kind of the androgynous way. Because honestly, dude, this does have some weird, like, even a couple of times he's gotten like inches away from his face and like looking like he's blowing kisses at him and stuff, and it's like, okay, this is a little odd at times.
That's the whole point.
I know.
That's what I like about it.
Especially considering how Black is so Mr. Serious and quiet and zen and whatever, man.
And I like how they finally made it seem like Black acknowledged Velveteen Dream on NXT this week.
He swiped his jacket.
Yeah, he swiped his jacket. Velveteen Dream walks off the stage. Black then finally looks. It's like, all right, you actually got my attention now.
Yeah,
because it's not like, what I like about it is that Velveteen Dream is, he's kind of pushing his buttons, but he's like, all right, I'm not going to force this shit. You will say my name, though. I'm not going to force this shit. And walks away. He's not trying to fight him at every turn.
Mm-hmm.
He's fucking with him. And I love this booking so far for this. And again, I sat there, never once in my mind saying, I want to see Velveteen Dream versus Aleister Black. And yet this is on a show with fucking War Games coming back, I'm more interested in this.
I love it, dude. I love how it's like, again, the booking of NXT is awesome. And I don't know what the fuck, why. Maybe it's just that there's too many cooks in the kitchen up on the main roster. And that they don't try to work with as many guys on the main roster as they do with these younger guys at NXT, because to me it just seems like in NXT they play to their strengths, and on the main roster they don't give a shit.
Well, they do now.
I mean, to me it's just crazy. Like, again, Roderick Strong isn't a talker. So really, the only time Roderick Strong ever talks is if he's super impassionate and ready to go, like, fight somebody immediately. You don't just stick Roderick Strong in the ring with a mic and just let him talk. I mean, Scott, I know you have more experience with ROH than us. He was like that in the past from the stuff that I've seen.
He's just like that.
Yeah.
If the man was ever a talker, I honestly thought he would never get hired because of that.
Yeah, he's kind of like, I mean, again, he's more modern day Malenko, but at least he can kind of talk a little better than Malenko can. But
Malenko's better as the silent assassin. The man did not have to talk at all.
Yeah.
Give him some scary fucking music, and you're good to go.
Yeah. So, but I mean, playing up, I mean, people's strengths. The women's division is coming together now at NXT. They can, I'm hoping, crossing my fingers, that they will essentially unify the women's division on the main roster and at least make it to where champions are actually worthy of being a champion and not just, hey, we're going to put a belt on somebody on one show, or hey, we're going to put a belt on somebody on the other show, and then that's it.
I think like on SmackDown, they've done a really good job over there with Carmella and that briefcase. And I think that Alexa Bliss really, I mean, for a long time I was not all for Alexa Bliss being a champion, but it's like right now I don't see anyone else being able to hold that belt. They got it, but they haven't got her in any good storyline or anything yet.
Yeah, Raw's division is seriously lacking right now.
Why is Asuka wasted on a match with freaking Foxy?
Oh, it's gonna be Emma. Sorry. Yeah.
With Emma. When if I was Asuka, I just left NXT undefeated and champion. She should walk in and get a title shot off rip.
Yeah, I mean, I think that'd be kind of neat too. But I mean,
maybe we'll see that. Maybe somebody will get. They'll discover somebody has chlamydia during the show. They'll replace her with Asuka.
Oh goodness gracious! So, but
what they got, it's been reported it's meningitis. Some are saying it's mumps. It could be chlamydia. I mean, Xavier Woods. Everything that's been going on. I mean, they've had a rough year there.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. It's crazy, but no, man. Like, it just seems like, and just also this week too. It sounds like freaking what's her name walked out and wanted a little bit of a break. Freaking Nia Jax. I don't know if she's fed up with the schedule or whatnot. So
that's what I'm thinking. Maybe Nia. Maybe Nia Jax walked out.
I don't know.
Maybe she got sent home because she was sick.
I don't know. From what I hear is again, what I read is that she asked for some time away because of the schedule was getting to her. And we also had, over the course of the last couple weeks, the rumor that Neville walked out.
Wouldn't it be funny if we find out that the reason Neville left Raw was because he actually was ill, and that it's been blown out of proportion, and that Nia Jax left because, once again, she's ill?
I don't know.
And now we have this raise now. Tom Phillips is gone.
Yeah, what is up with Tom Phillips? He's not sick, is he? I haven't heard. All I know is what I saw from Tuesday, Michael Cole all of a sudden being there, and that Tom Phillips was going to be out for a couple weeks.
Yeah, but if you're Vince and the company, and you've got, like, how many people are out now? 6, 7 guys are gone.
Yeah, I don't know. Other than the ones that have been removed from TLC and the ones that supposedly have walked out or asked to.
Wouldn't that be kind of a thing for like a health department to walk in and OSHA to walk in about working conditions and health conditions at the WWE and start some stuff for Vince, which he probably don't want? Could be they all got sick because they ate food from a catering service or something. We don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know, but.
Is that why Bo Dallas disappeared for many, many weeks now?
Yeah, supposedly Bo Dallas is one of the first people who contracted the meningitis.
Yeah, and these are illnesses that, like, let me Google what is it?
Viral meningitis is what I hear, but you would think. I've heard, and I know Scott, you might have heard too about like indie feds and stuff. If they don't clean those ring mats, staph infections.
That's always a fear, but that is also it's not easy to get.
Yeah,
but bacterial staph infection is also one of the deadliest, I believe, that you get.
Yeah, because if you're rolling around on a mat, and I know that at like the high school level, even for the wrestling mats and stuff like that, they have to disinfect those things like every day.
Wow, check this out. Viral meningitis is a viral infection and it results in inflammation of the meninges, which is the membrane that covers the brain and spinal cord. And most cases of meningitis are caused by enterovirus, a common stomach virus. Viruses, okay. However, the viruses can also cause viral meningitis. For instance, these are viruses that can cause this: West Nile, mumps, measles, herpes simplex 1 and 2, varicella, and lymphatic chromeningitis, the LCM virus. So,
you're partially right with the mumps, if that's the case.
Yeah, but if people are having meningitis, West Nile virus have they done a tour anywhere where that virus is prevalent? Because that's a bad virus to get.
I mean, they were over in India not too long ago, and I think they're supposed to be going back.
There's our herpes.
I don't know.
According to WrestlingInc.com, yesterday they have exclusive details on the illness affecting WWE, and supposedly it's saying now it's just a case of the mumps.
Okay.
Which causes viral.
It could.
Meningitis.
We'll see.
It can cause the meningitis.
Well, it said they were testing for it and discovered that the illness is believed to be the mumps.
Okay.
Which is airborne, saliva, utensils, blah, 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 blah. You know, again, toothy blowjobs.
Got it. That's crazy, dude. That's.
Wait, I did not know Paige was back in the locker room.
No, I thought she was back, but maybe Paige comes back, everyone gets sick.
Things that make you go,
Maybe.
Wow.
So.
I'm actually really disappointed that Bo is out right now because Miz Taraj has been one of the best things going. I have to admit, Miz dropping Bo's name every week, though.
Yes. Oh, yeah. No doubt.
And
I don't know if the Miz has chosen these people to work with on purpose or what, but he's doing his damnedest to get them fucking over, and you can see that.
yeah, like they had the Mizzies and all the accolades he paid to Curtis Axel.
Well, and I love the fact that this past
I love
week.
the fact that Curtis Axel's going from town to town getting chants now.
Dude, yeah, that's exactly what I was about to say. Was that last week was hilarious? All of a sudden, they start before the segment even started. They're chanting for Curtis Axel, and he's just like playing it up like me. Really, you're cheering for me?
I just love that the Miz is like, that's right, that's Curtis right there, yeah.
Yeah, and then I like the fact that they.
Honestly, the Miz is giving back. Like we always say, the veterans should give back. The Miz is getting two guys who should be over, fucking over.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean,
Him.
we all know, I'm a huge fan of the Miz.
Well.
Always will be. He's an awesome performer. He gives a great match.
Well, Axel being hanged backstage afterwards after trying to go after the Shield guys was pretty funny too, I gotta say.
Yeah, but it plays off to the. You just went after Roman Reigns, you fucking moron.
Exactly.
Hey, you know Roman's not sitting there by himself.
Yeah.
And you're Curtis Axel. I'm sorry, you're not Kurt Hennig yet.
Yeah.
The fun part of the locker room where they're like, well, why don't you go out there and get him? Okay, I will.
But I mean, I don't know. But okay, fine, I will.
They egged him into that.
Yeah.
And then when Miz comes back and they're just standing there grinning ear to ear about it, it was like, oh, this is great television here. I love this.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Raw was actually really, really good. I enjoyed it. And so SmackDown wasn't too bad either. Some good stuff going on in WWE.
Well,
right?
it was a go-home show because that TLC pay-per-view is, as of right now, still tomorrow because Scott is not Future Boy quite yet. He's got a minute as we're taping this.
So do I.
Yeah, you're also Future Boy. That's right.
Midnight. Shut up.
Okay, all right, Future Boys. But you wanna do a pick'em then, since we got that pay-per-view then?
I don't even have the card.
I have 7.
The fact that we had No Mercy 2 weeks ago, or Hell in a whatever. We had a pay-per-view 2 weeks ago. I still haven't even watched fucking SmackDown this week.
Well, this is a Raw pay-per-view, and there actually is 7 matches listed on this card according to the Almighty Wiki.
I don't like it raw. It needs some loot.
Oh, jeez. Oh, goodness. All right. So here's what we're gonna see here on the TLC pay-per-view pre-show match: Sasha Banks versus Alicia Fox. Anybody care?
Golf clap. Sasha's on the
A pre-show?
Clap, golf clap. I love it. I love it. She's where she belongs.
I'm gonna pick Alicia. She just got her own shirt. I think they're gonna use this as a win, and then the next night on Raw, she shows up with her T-shirt.
Oh God, I don't care. I skip.
Boobs, you want to make a pick?
I'm going with the Foxy Lady all the way, just because I really think without Charlotte, Sasha has shown that she is not what everybody made her out to be.
Okay.
Either that or after the injury, she lost it. She doesn't have what was there before. I just don't see it anymore. I don't see it. Maybe a heel turn? Maybe
she'll turn on Bailey.
No, she'll do something so out of, like Foxy gets the win and then Sasha snaps and attacks Foxy or something like that after the match, because Alicia Fox is going back into the best,
the crazy bitch mode.
Yeah, and that's the best Alicia Fox we can get, because she's awesome when she's in that mode. Maybe Sasha jumps her from behind after the match or something like that, and the crowd turns on her.
Yeah. Well, let's see. So, Scott, you're going to abstain then.
I don't care.
Okay.
I think I have some sound effects I have like all these sound effects now of different wrestling things that are really fun.
Yeah. All right. Moving on down the list here. We mentioned it earlier. Asuka taking on Emma, an Asuka's debut match for the Raw brand.
Emma.
I can hear the sarcasm dripping from your voice there, Scott.
But I'm picking Emma.
You're legitimately going to pick Emma.
I am picking Emma.
Really?
And when I get it right, the world will explode.
Scott's going to go for the lowest score possible this week, right?
Sure, why not? I already won one of these things a few years ago.
That is true. Which, Boobs, did you ever get him whatever the heck you were supposed to give him? I don't know.
Yes, he did.
Yes, I did.
What did you get last time when we were doing this?
Watercolor brushes and Fagin the Jew by Will Eisner.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he had asked for that, and I went and ordered it for him on
Cool.
the DM and sent him to him.
That was when we did the pick'ems consistently, and we actually did a whole year's worth of stuff and kept track of it on a spreadsheet. Thanks, Boobs.
Hopefully at some point we can do that again and have a good time doing it, because it's always fun when you get to, make everyone else feel like they're knee-high to a grasshopper. Thank you, Scott MDX. Fuck yourself, okay? Anyway, Scott.
I was good that year, man. There's a few years when I called complete cards. There's a few times.
Speaking of, this is totally off topic, but do you have a Dollar Tree near you?
I do.
I was in the local Dollar Tree, and right now they have a set of knockoff Sharpie markers. There's 20 of them in 20 different colors for $1.
And yeah, they suck horribly.
Oh, okay, because
I refuse to. Well, I used to buy dollar store Sharpies, and I will never do so again, because they die if you don't use them in about 20 minutes. They just die in the actual tube because the ink is so poorly made and poorly put together. Yeah. They're horrible tools. I used to use them, and if you use them right away, they're kind of okay. But sometimes you buy them, and they come out of the box dry.
Okay, so then that means
shit.
I'll have to find some real Sharpies to get you for Christmas then.
Nah, man, I don't need Sharpies.
Oh, what do you need?
I have an actual wish list of art supplies.
Oh, okay, because maybe I'll go to www.shop.com and send you your very own Foxy t-shirt.
Oh, God.
I thought you were my friend, Boobs.
Okay, I will, you know what, here we go. Scott, if Emma can beat Asuka, I will buy you an Emma t-shirt.
I thought you liked me, Boobs.
You're the one picking Emma to go over the undefeated, dominant Asuka.
Well, that is true. But still, I thought you liked me, Boobs. On a side note, though, I remember we were talking about getting me the stuff because I won. I'm like, Boobs, did you order my shit yet? He's like, yeah. I'm like, fuck. Because then I saw they had a Jushin Liger shirt for when he showed up to NXT TakeOver.
Jushin Liger.
Exactly. And I would love to have gotten that, but of course they don't sell any fat guy sizes at the arena. They only go up to 2X for all their shirts.
That stinks.
Exactly. So I couldn't get the shirt because it's also not gone. So,
I heard Lois Griffin's brother is moving next to Scott. From Family Guy.
I apparently don't get the reference.
Neither do I, and I used to watch Family Guy.
They called him.
Used to.
He was the fat guy killer. He would kill.
Oh, the fat guy strangler.
Yeah.
Oh, that's messed up. That's messed up.
You know, well, hey, if he's living next to Scott and Emma wins, come on. Well, I'm going with Asuka.
All right. Well, Scott could be the absolute fucking genius on the planet here if that goes that way.
Watch him get everyone right. We miss everyone.
I didn't even pick one.
He abstained from one of them.
If it's a no contest, I count that for me.
Sure, that works. And you know what? Guess what? We have a third women's match on this card, and it's for the title. Alexa Bliss defending against Mickie James.
Yeah, I don't see Mickey winning this one. It's the Bliss fit all the way.
I'm going to go with Alexa. I love Mickie James. I think she's still hot as hell, but I don't think they're going to put the belt on her.
And I think that Alexa has become the Raw Women's Champion. I mean, she really, yeah. I'm going with Alexa Bliss here.
Right.
Well, now Mickey will walk out with the belt just to get that nostalgia act.
Yeah, maybe. We already mentioned it earlier, previously, the update on the card. Finn Balor no longer taking on Bray Wyatt, but we're getting AJ Styles on loan from SmackDown taking on the Demon.
Yay!
Yeah, I like the idea of this match, but you would think that Finn would go over, considering it's a Raw pay-per-view? Question mark?
Question mark?
AJ goes over setting up a SmackDown versus Raw match at Survivor Series because he beat him on the Raw show.
Is that who you're picking? You're picking AJ?
Actually, I think it'll probably end up like some kind of a run-in on the Raw and SmackDown sides. I think this is a setup for the Raw SmackDown traditional in November. That's what I believe this will end up.
So you're going to abstain like Scott did in the first match?
Yeah, because I don't want any of the STDs that are going to run back.
Oh, God.
Poor AJ. Now the people, everyone on SmackDown's going to start dropping out like flies now.
Yeah, AJ's going to be the healthy carrier.
I saw a rumor online that he had this shit already.
Oh, God.
Goodness. So what do you think, Scott? Who's going to win, Balor or Styles?
I'm kind of thinking that this will end in a no contest, too.
Oh, goodness. All right, so Scott and Boobs abstain, and I'm going to pick Balor just because it's Raw. So let's do that.
Is it Tender 2?
Is it what?
Tender 2?
Tender 2? What did I miss?
Tender.
Huh? I'm confused.
You know what? Boobs, get the cheese grater. We'll show them what raw and tender means.
And then on top of all the changes in the women's matches, we have 2 cruiserweight matches on this card as well.
So wait, you don't have any actual wrestling from the tag team or anything like this?
No, because the tag team's in the main event match. So
there's only one tag team?
The tag team champions are on one side, and then the other tag team challengers.
Number 1 contenders match!
Yeah, I know. You would think that they would do something like that, but nope, not quite. So, but we're gonna get a cruiserweight tag match with Cedric Alexander and Rich Swann taking on Gentleman Jack Gallagher and the Brian Kendrick.
I want to like this match, but I've already seen them wrestle like 17 times the last 3 months.
Yeah.
So,
I can't.
I'd rather see like Mustafa Ali and Arya Davari go at it.
Yeah,
that'd be
I can't
fun.
do this.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the heels, just because.
Yeah, heels.
When do they change Gentleman Jack Gallagher into Jack the Ripper?
He can go. I mean, that would be kind of cool if he actually went like full out hardcore all of a sudden after being like.
Essentially, they just turn him into Marty Skrull.
Whoop whoop.
Yes, change him to Gentleman Jack the Ripper Gallagher or Jack the Ripper Gallagher or something.
No, they just call him Gentleman Jack Gallagher here, and he comes out drunk every week.
Wait, that's William Regal's gimmick.
I don't know.
You can't do that to the great William Regal. Come on.
I don't know.
No, wait a minute. Isn't that, no, that's the Hardy's gimmick.
Oh, no, that's just Jeff's.
Why isn't Matt Hardy on this card or Jason
He's
Jordan?
not broke enough yet. Maybe this is what breaks him. I wasn't on the card with my time.
Yeah, exactly. So, Boobs, who are you picking in this one then?
I'm picking. I give zero fucks about this match. That's what I'm picking. I'm going to go because I like the Gallagher heel turn and what he's been doing as a heel is really looking pretty impressive. I'll go with Gallagher and Brian.
Okay. And then the other cruiserweight match, Kalisto defending against Enzo Amore.
Okay, my head is going to explode here.
Yeah, I hate this too.
I hate the fact that Kalisto beat Amore.
Well, they wrote themselves into a corner.
I know. It's bad on them. I hate to say it, but I was actually really enjoying Amore. Hey, he's still kind of the face of the cruiserweight division. That's a good thing right now because he has been bringing some notice to it. So I see Kalisto hold on to the title, though. He should.
So Scott's going with Kalisto. Boobs.
Oh, God. One, I don't want to see Enzo Amore in the ring. I hate watching him perform. I hate listening to him talk. There's nothing about Kalisto that makes me happy either. Oh, I know what happens here. They're wrestling, and out comes Neville and beats the shit out of both of them, pins Kalisto, and becomes the new cruiserweight champion in a triple threat.
Okay.
Okay,
I'm gonna put that down as Boobs picks the impossible.
Boobs pulled a miracle out of his ass.
I'm literally writing Boobs picks the impossible.
Mysterio shows up and wins the cruiserweight title.
Okay, that's another Boobs picks the impossible.
Any other cruiserweight shows up and wins the cruiserweight title besides these two. Of all the cruiserweights, this is what I have to look for.
You know what? If WWE can keep things under wraps, I think Enzo Amore should win this match. And maybe for the next week or so, if they can keep it under wraps and not let it out to the general public, out walks Ricochet, wins the fucking cruiserweight title.
Well, they got Rush on the card now, too, on the roster, too.
They got whom?
Leo Rush.
Oh, yeah, fuck that
Leo
guy.
Rush has been used to a job to Velveteen Dream.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to win no fucking title right now.
Yeah, no, but I know Lucha Underground's officially done with season 3, so that means Ricochet is out of his contract as Prince Puma now, so he can leave if he wants to. And there's been rumors for the longest of time that WWE's been courting him, even up until this week. So,
Who else can they get from there? Who else can they get from there?
I honestly see Enzo winning the belt back and cheating his way to the title.
So you're not picking the impossible.
No, I'm going to go with Enzo because...
No, it's too late. You picked the impossible.
To dream the impossible dream.
Oh, God.
To right the unrightable wrong.
Oh,
yes, Enzo being in WWE is an unrightable wrong.
Okay.
What is it? To beat the impossible foe or something like that. To go where the brave dare not follow.
No.
The cruiserweight division.
I have no idea. Whatever.
The impossible cruiserweight division.
I have no idea where the hell this show has turned, and I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
I'm going to go
Stop listening. Just so you know.
I'm going to go get an actual. That way, if the impossible happens, everyone can kiss my nice actual ass.
Okay.
So you're going to stock up on the ass cream, right?
Yes, I must get some ass cream. I gotta call Edge and Christian and find out where they get their ass cream from, though.
They have a phone number, I think. They should leave a voice message to ask that. Maybe we'll answer it on their show.
That is true.
Edge, Christian, where do you buy the ass cream that you use on your very manly asses when you go on vacation? Inquiring minds would like to know.
Okay. And apparently, moving on to the main event of the evening. Now again with what was that?
Did we? The main event. This is the main event.
Yeah, the tag match is the main event, which was supposed to be the Shield's reuniting first match back all together as a team, and now it's Sierra, Hotel, Intensity, Integrity, Intelligence, Echo, Lima, Delta.
Wow, you wanted to do that so bad, didn't you?
I did, and I've been seeing it all over the internet for the last 2 days. Or day, or whatever the hell it's been.
So this is actually the death match of Kurt Angle.
Yeah, quite possibly. Who knows? But and then you got the Miz, the Bar, Cesaro and Sheamus, Braun Strowman, and Kane. Now, shockingly, I think this could be a blessing in disguise. Because we have Angle in a match now. And just say the Shield guys and Angle win the match. Tomorrow night on Raw, or the next night on Raw, because it's tomorrow for you guys. It's still not tomorrow for me. But on Raw, out comes the Miz interrupting a Kurt Angle segment and says, "Hey, Kurt, what are you going to do next? I mean, you gave your son a championship match. You put yourself in a match. What do you want my IC title too? You want a match with me?" And
yes.
And it gets to a point where then now you have a rivalry now more so with the Miz and Angle building up to Survivor Series, Team Miz versus Team Angle, and then with the last two being Kurt Angle and Jason Jordan, Jordan turns on Angle and Miz's team wins the match at Survivor Series. So this could be a blessing in this. The sickness could be a blessing in disguise to further along the career of Jason Jordan.
What you did was some booking that would be pretty good, but we're talking about WWE.
I know exactly.
Look like that.
So question: does this mean Kurt Angle's coming out of retirement or whatever the hell he was doing full time, or is this just a one-off?
Well,
what is this shit?
I understand why Angle's here. Because the Miz has been thwarting Angle's authority for the last few months now.
Oh my God, the Miz is a douche nozzle. News at 10. Like, what the fuck?
Well, I'm not saying I don't like. I still love the Miz. I mean, I'm always going to be a huge. What do you call a Miz fan?
Misfit.
I'm a misfit. Yes, I will always be a misfit because
I'm a misfit. I'm a blissfit. I'm just not fit.
And he walks with Elias.
Just not very far.
Yeah.
My only problem with this whole match is why the hell do we have Kane and Strowman?
Hey, I gotta say,
Strowman's great. Kane, fuck you.
WWE swerved the hell out of us on that. And you know what I heard, though, what they did to swerve everybody? They had Kane, because they were in Portland, I think, on Raw on Monday. They had Kane fly into an airport 2.5 hours away and gave him a rental car, so he drove to the stadium from there. So nobody knew that Kane was even in the goddamn state.
He probably was under the ring for the whole damn show.
I was like, goddamn, that is fucking smart.
But weren't you like, when Kane showed up, weren't you hoping... I mean, I know why he went after Roman Reigns.
I was pulling for Samoa Joe.
I was hoping...
Isn't Joe still injured, though?
Probably.
Now he's probably even worse. He probably got the herpes or gonorrhea or syphilis or spinal meningitis or whatever illness he's got.
Spinal meningitis? No! Predator's just gonna come by and just rip it out now.
Fatality.
We'll fix this the easy way.
But, dude, the only thing that was really cool was when Raw went off the air and Strowman and Kane were bathed in the red light. They looked good together. They're like a tag team. They looked really good. I like that. That's a good combination right there. But, why? I mean, I understand why Roman, because he beat The Undertaker, supposedly retiring him at WrestleMania. But
Yeah, I don't know, man.
maybe somebody will get knocked out because it was the Shield that could beat 5 guys, not the Steelers, not Rollins, Ambrose, and Angle. So maybe they'll do something with Braun Strowman and Kane won't be involved in it, so we get a 3-on-3, because this is going to be a clusterfuck of a TLC match. There are no tags. This is all 3-on-5.
Yeah, and especially Angle being out of wrestling for a while. Who knows how good a shape he's in? Because most of the time now we see him in a suit, so we don't know if he's still in decent shape or not. And I mean,
He retired because of an injury. Like he legit broke his neck again, and that retired him permanently.
I don't know, man. I mean, ultimately the booking on this, I mean, was set up so that the Shield would win and overcome the odds. Do you think that they're going to change that? I don't know. I don't think so. Unless they really want to further... I mean, if they went the complete opposite way and had the Miz's team go over, 2 weeks later, or whatever, as Roman Reigns comes back, Roman Reigns can come back and even establish himself more as a heelish character by saying, see, you guys fucking need me.
Or Team Miz goes over. Miz, Cesaro, Sheamus, Braun Strowman, and Kane versus Kurt Angle, Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, Jason Jordan, and
Roman Reigns
at Survivor Series in a traditional 5-on-5. So, I mean, there's another way to work this right there. Let Miz's team go over, brag, and then Angle comes out. You know, have Angle take the pin, and Miz can come out. I beat your hero. I beat the Raw general manager at TLC. I pinned him. Blah blah blah. And
You get that lucky to have Miz actually win the match over Angle.
How much you want to bet Miz sits at the fucking announce desk for the whole fucking match and then runs in and gets that pin?
would it bother you that much?
No, it'd be fucking amazing.
It'd be brilliant. Him pulling commentary, dude, that'd be hilarious.
Oh god.
Him
Okay.
getting up every once in a while, getting falls, sit back down, like, Miz, what are you doing? I don't know what you're doing.
Dude, you guys have sold me. You sold me on that. I'm picking the Miz.
Have Strowman deliver the big power slam on Angle, and Miz comes in and pins him for the 1-2-3, and then bragging rights that sets up a 5-on-5 with Team Angle, and then at Survivor Series is where you get the
Wait,
Jason Jordan.
is bragging rights the next pay-per-view legit?
Hell no. The next pay-per-view is Survivor Series, followed by the
I don't know what the order.
after this, the next pay-per-view is War Games.
Okay. They're
No,
gonna.
we don't count NXT pay-per-views.
This one I do.
So it's gonna be now. I don't know what. Didn't they say they're gonna do something else? It's supposed to be a what? Like a network special or something like that. They're supposed to do like a Starrcade or whatever it was.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a week after Survivor Series.
Yeah, and it's a house show. It's not going to be televised.
Oh, that sucks. But then December we're gonna
They
get.
said they're doing it on the network, like they did Roadblock.
Or
No, from what I've been reading, they're not doing it on the network.
that's stupid.
Then why name it fucking Starrcade?
Because they're bringing in, like, the Rock and Roll Express is supposed to show up there, and I'll know more about that.
So then why are you doing that and not actually televising shit like that?
Yeah.
Shit we'd actually watch, we'd want to see.
Because they would have to pay frickin' the Rock and Roll Express rights for the rest of their lives now, because it lives on the network.
You know,
They're in WWE's cheap bastards.
you know, there's rumors
And
that
don't fucking do it.
Express. There's rumors that, well, this card is going to be a hodgepodge of Raw, SmackDown, and NXT superstars on this Starrcade event.
All the better. Just show it, dude.
It's supposed to be, all. This could be their super card every year. One event, Starrcade, every year, and it's all three on one card. Not an NXT pay-per-view, not a Raw or SmackDown.
No.
It's just a WWE Starrcade.
They can't put NXT on the same pay-per-view as WWE because that would just fuck everything up for
Yeah.
WWE.
And in December, we're getting a Clash of the Champions from Boston, and that's a blue brand. So
You know what sucks? They've switched all these pay-per-views around on us. Last year, No Mercy was the first ever SmackDown pay-per-view.
Yeah,
and this year it was Raw.
Actually, I kind of like that.
But switching
I
up.
won't lie. I like the fact that they're rotating the pay-per-views, so then one year one group gets TLC, 1 year the next group. So it's not just every year SmackDown gets TLC. Because fuck you, that'll get boring.
Yeah,
Than just having a Hell in a Cell pay-per-view.
And Clash of Champions was in September. TLC is traditionally the last pay-per-view of the year.
Yeah, the only thing that we gotta watch is if next year if they keep swapping it back and forth, because I don't mind if one brand has Hell in a Cell, the other brand better have the Elimination Chamber. Vice versa every year. Swap it.
Yeah, and that means Roadblock should be a SmackDown pay-per-view. And then...
See, I liked when Roadblock was that intermediate half NXT, half main roster show. That's what I liked about that one. When they did it the first time, where Dean Ambrose went up against Triple H for the fucking title.
See, I want more house shows televised, because the house shows where you get some really fun, entertaining stuff, but sometimes you get guys that break character.
Yes.
Well, see, that's what the talk is about this tiered subscription service they're getting ready. They may roll out next year for us, where it'll be like $9.99 for what you get now, but then for like $14.99 a month, excuse me, you'll be getting some house shows.
And possibly some of their stuff that they do overseas with Progress and some of the other stuff in the UK.
That's awful funny because Progress is on the Global Force app.
Really?
Yeah, it's on the Global Wrestling Network app.
Interesting.
And they're also running dual shows with Impact Wrestling over in Europe.
Interesting. I did not know that.
So there's some interesting... Yeah, because... I saw some stuff from Impact where they're doing a tour. They got Saber's supposed to be on their card.
Yeah.
So, plus, they're talk about them going to Canada if they're going to move there and stay there.
Yeah, that's where, Bound for Glory is supposed to be there in like a week or two, wherever the hell it is. I don't even know anymore. I don't even know what I know.
In this match, I'm going to go with Team Miz.
Yeah, you guys sold me on it, dude. I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna go with the Miz too. Scott.
I don't care who wins. I just hope it's not a complete clusterfuck of unenjoyment. Like, Survivor Series that one time. The match was an hour fucking long with Shane McMahon in it.
And please, no jinky stuff off of ladders suspended between the guardrails and the ring, because that's where people end up getting hurt and having to retire.
Yeah.
Okay.
If any spot happens in this match, done something stupid, it's going to be by Dean. They're going to have him jump off the top of a ladder onto a pile of people or something.
Now, in previous TLCs, we had the TLC match, and we also had a tables match, a ladders match, a chairs match. Not this year, huh?
No, nothing.
And we had a stairs. You know what will happen is they'll come out and they'll say that this Raw Women's Championship match is going to be a tables match with Mickie James and Alexa Bliss.
Yeah, nothing officially labeled that.
I kind of hope they keep it like this, because all those shows always felt, yes, they had some good matches in them, but they always felt like there was too much going on. I will say this though, kind of disappointed. Enzo Amore isn't going to get his ass kicked by a whole bunch of ladders in this match either.
Or chairs.
Dude, you never know.
I just want Enzo Amore to get his ass kicked by a bunch. I want the ladders to come to life and kick Enzo Amore's ass.
Walt Disney booking.
I was just thinking Fantasia booking.
You know what? Wouldn't it be nice to see Kalisto take Enzo up to the top of a ladder and do a Salida del Sol warning?
Oh, dude, that'd be fun. Yeah, that match I can see them change into a ladders match.
Onto a steel chair. Yeah, so Salida del Sol onto a steel chair.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
You know what? The one thing, honestly, I'm kind of waiting for, and I'm kind of hoping that they eventually do put them back together, is now that Enzo is basically a heel, have Kaz come back and be the muscle for Enzo for a little bit, and then they be a heel tag team, because they haven't been a heel tag team really for the most part.
Kaz's recoup time.
Well, he blew out his knee, so he'll probably be gone for
until next year. I'd say maybe he'll come back at the Rumble. I think that'd be the best time if he's healthy enough to to re-debut there. That'll be a good pop for him.
Yeah, maybe.
Especially if he comes back and does what you're saying, and Enzo's in the Rumble, right?
Yeah.
Getting his ass kicked, about ready to get eliminated. Kaz comes out. Looks like Kaz is going to eliminate him because fuck you, Enzo Amore.
Yeah.
That should just be a t-shirt.
Yeah, because fuck you, Enzo Amore.
Exactly. Because fuck you, Enzo Amore. And a big poop emoji on the back of it.
Yeah, because he had
his hair.
Thing, yeah.
With Enzo's hair. Poop emoji with Enzo's hair.
I gotta make that t-shirt for you and send it to you.
Yes, absolutely. I'd wear that to a show.
Yeah, hell, I'll make you 2 shirts. I'll make you one that says, "Cause fuck you, that's why," and then "Cause fuck you, Enzo Amore."
Gotta be careful one of those. But Kaz comes out, about ready to boot Enzo in the head, and then boots the guy next to him instead. And clears the ring for Enzo, and goes, Enzo, I'm sorry, you're a fucking champ, you can actually do it, I can't, I need you to help me.
That'd be fun.
In my shittiest Brooklyn accent for a guy who's from Queens.
That goes back to Raw.
Probably.
Yeah, was he already on Raw?
Yeah, he'll go back to Raw, you'd think.
Cruiserweight.
Oh, on Raw too. The cruiserweights are on Raw.
Yeah, well, okay, random question, since we're on the topic of, well, we were previously on the topic of the tag team match. I thought Kane was a SmackDown guy. I thought
Kane is a, you killed my brother, now I'm going to kill you guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought
And that I thought it was going to end up with was, Strowman or Kane versus Roman eventually. Maybe Kane is going to get retired by Roman, and then he can say, I retired the Brothers of Destruction.
That's exactly what's going to happen. And I like Kane as a human being. I think he's an awesome dude, but please don't wrestle anymore.
Yeah, well, considering the fact that, I think he's got an election in, I don't know, 2 weeks coming up in Tennessee.
So can
maybe this will be his official way of retiring.
Maybe.
Or can we do this at, a Mania match where Roman and Kane meet and Kane retires if he gets beat by Roman or something? Kane can torment Roman until Mania. Have
Maybe.
Kane come into the Rumble, and he only is gunning for one guy, Roman, and he gets Roman out of the ring and costs Roman the Rumble match and set that up for Mania. That way we know Roman Reigns will not be challenging for a title at Mania.
Yeah, but... Oh, God, that wishful thinking. It's just I can hear you right now. Just trying to power it through with your mind. Trying to get that message to Vince McMahon. This is a good idea, Vince. This is a good idea, Vince. Follow my plan.
Yeah, because why? I think it would sell Glenn Jacobs.
Dude, I just love...
Wait for the future. Okay. Yeah.
I just love the fact that he's trying to look like a normal person after looking like a demon for so long.
There's a podium at the he wins. He comes to the podium in an election speech, raises his hand and flinches.
Him doing the pyro.
I want him to do that, nothing happening, and then goes, what? You thought there'd be pyro? Come on. I'm not going to light this place on fire.
I'm trying to figure out when the election is.
What's his campaign theme song? Burning down the house.
Burning down the house. Nice.
I'm burning for you.
Come on, baby, light my fire. Come on, Dave, get involved.
Oh, goodness. Freaking hell.
Put him under pressure, man. It's not going to work now.
Yeah, no, I'm done.
Jimi Hendrix, fire. Come on, the fucking song called Fire.
I'm burning for you.
Nice. Blue Oyster Cult. Very good.
I'm burning for you. Oh my God. At any time.
Oh, how about
The guy just knows where his career was and where it went. And he's like, lighting the way to our future. Yes, I made a fucking pun about me being a guy who was lit on fire for 20 years of arrest.
There you go. We didn't start the fire. There you go. I got one in.
He pulled out the Billy Joel. Billy Joel. Oh God.
So I want to know when that election is. I'm trying to find out when the
Hey, Can we vote?
It's in Knox County, Tennessee.
That's right. It's not in California, so not just anybody can walk up and vote.
Oh. Is it?
What?
I know.
Too soon?
No.
Come. Your governor signed a bill that says you don't have to have ID to vote.
Yeah, no, it's insane. Oh, it's not. Shoot. So okay, so your timeline, Scott, that you're saying here, actually could work for Mania because the primary for Kane's election is May 1st of 2018. It could theoretically work.
Wait. How does that primary work in May?
It's whatever the Republican or Democrat, whatever, I don't know what he's registered as, or Libertarian.
Well, it's Libertarian.
Yeah, well, so whatever he's registered as, that's when that primary is. His Knox County primary is May 1st, 2018. Official election day is August the 2nd.
That's still what?
Yeah, that's still almost a year away for the main election, but the primary...
But what type of ass backwards timeline? Dude, election day is November every fucking year. So you start the new year with a new government.
I know, but this is local mayoral thing. I don't know. That's stupid.
Fuck you, man. We can't, Mayor de Blasio didn't start in fucking June when we elected his ass.
We're talking the state that brought us Jeff Jarrett.
J-E-F-F-J-A-R-R-E.
And according to Wikipedia, he's a drunken buffoon.
Did you mess with Wikipedia again?
No, the roadie Brian Baez did, dude. He went back. He went on, and he actually put Jeff Jarrett's second stint in TNA Impact Wrestling. Jarrett shows up on TV as a drunken buffoon. He literally put that in, and it stayed up for 3 weeks before they got it. Yes, it was on Wikipedia. I can get a screen cap for you. Dude, that's hysterical.
That's bad.
Yeah, but funny as hell. But I mean, this is after everything that happened in Mexico where, Anthem let him go because of his antics for being drunk.
Okay, and you know what? Okay, this is
Wait. I am way behind on anything that has to do with Anthem or TNA.
Oh. After the Sexy Star incident, Jarrett went backstage and started getting in the face of the AAA people.
La Parka, specifically.
Yeah, and La Parka is
Did he wear a chair home?
No, shockingly.
When you see Jarrett, when you see the Google or YouTube search for the video, man, Jarrett's face is he looks like he's like an alcoholic. He's got that look of, someone who's really an alcoholic with a red puffy face and all that. And he's going to town yelling at people after the Sexy Star incident there at AAA. And what was it? Just a day or two later, Anthem parted ways with him, and Brian Baez went on and did that on the Wikipedia page. I was like, whoa! It was just like everything happened so rapidly after what happened with Sexy Star, which I still say was blown way out of proportion. And I always will. I think it's some bullshit.
It still shouldn't have fucking gone down that way, though.
Yeah.
Well, if you really watch the whole match, you'll see that Hamada.
I did watch the whole match. It was a clusterfuck, but Rosemary really had anything to do with the match itself.
Yeah, and what I think.
Everyone else. So instead, she picks on the one chick that didn't fuck with her, and then acts like a bully about it. In the end, that's being a bully about it because you're in your homeland, you're in your company. This is a fucking guest, but you decide to go off the rails on your own. The match was over. Let's fucking go.
Now wait,
There's
Scott.
no excuse for that shit.
Now, Scott, if you are a wrestling company, if you're Anthem, and this happens, why wouldn't you squelch this and say it was just a minor injury, blah, 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 get the news out there, and then when you have, that in a few months you've got the biggest pay-per-view of the year. You've got to be a hit on this show for people to even buy this product in the future. Why would you not build up Sexy Star versus Rosemary?
Well, maybe Rosemary won't want to wrestle her after she broke her fucking arm for no reason.
She didn't break her arm.
Doesn't matter.
But the whole thing is it could have been a build-up to a match that would.
Well, let me tell you something. If I was a pro wrestler and I got injured on purpose by someone, there would never be a match because I'd be in jail for fucking that guy up
You evidently did not listen to the interview we did with
No,
Sexy
I'm not
Star.
going to listen to Nick.
Okay. Okay. You notice when they're putting on moves and they tap them a little bit on the shoulder. That's the sign that you're hurting me. It's going. You're putting too much pressure. You're doing this or something. You know, you need to back off a bit. If you watch the video, Rosemary never did that, and Sexy brought that up. That's how I found out that means you're hurting. You know, back.
No. It doesn't matter if you're fine. All of a sudden, you crank too hard, and then it's done. You can't do anything. Plus, it happened after the match, didn't it?
No.
No.
It happened. It was the finishing move of the match, and
Yeah,
then
but it was already. She tapped.
and
It
cinched
didn't
down.
happen. She didn't let go after the tap. That's what I don't understand.
It was actually like 3 seconds. Nothing major. This would have been an angle in any other promotion. This would
Yeah,
have
but
been.
you know what? I wouldn't want to do that. If someone's going to fuck with me and do that because you're pissy about the way the match went, fuck you.
I mean, Jesus, it isn't like she was a jump. It isn't like she went backstage and stabbed her in the locker room like what happened with Bruiser. It wasn't that severe. It wasn't that serious. What happened was a fan put out like 30 seconds of video from the match and says, and sensationalized it, Sexy Star breaks Rosemary's arm. She didn't break her arm. She didn't.
What she did with?
A typical, if you're put in a strong arm bar, think about this. Sexy Star was Lucha Underground champion, correct? She's
Not
wrestled
no.
men.
Yeah. Not well. She was for like a month. Not even.
Right. But she wrestles men in the ring in Mexico, in U.S., under Lucha and all that. So she's used to going out there and wrestling a little bit harder, a little bit stronger. That's like Asuka. Do you not think
shit? No. You don't go out there and be like, I guess I'm a little too rough for you. Then you're in the wrong business because you're supposed to protect the people you're in the ring with. You're not supposed to go on your own and say, well, fuck you can't keep up, snap.
Okay,
This wasn't a shoot fight. This isn't mixed martial arts. You're not actually trying to hurt someone. You're putting on a show. Ripping a person's arm backwards is not putting on a show. That is hurting someone for your own fucking ego.
It was an arm bar.
It was an arm bar. And she still did it wrong and she actually hurt someone. I've never seen someone actually get hurt by an arm bar in pro wrestling until this.
This is total speculation, but what if the fact is Jeff Jarrett was out to screw AAA out of their women's title that night and was in collusion because Hamada and Lady Shani have never stepped up to say a word about what happened, and they were both involved in it. And Daniel, would you not agree that they were?
What the fuck is happening with Rosemary, who actually got injured?
Because that belt would have been on Rosemary that night. That's
okay. But again, she was barely in the match because I've seen the match. It was all Hamada and Lady Shanti doing all the fucking work, doing all the damage, doing all the stupidity, while Rosemary got her ass kicked and Sexy Star wandered around the ring like a lost puppy.
Okay, but did Sexy Star know that she wasn't involved in all this or not? Because if you watch,
it doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter.
You don't
take it into your own hands in the middle of the ring. You don't.
Okay, I'm just saying.
Don't.
Two sides to every story.
I don't care what the side is. She went too fucking far.
We let her tell her side. And in this case, there's 4 sides to a story because Shani and Hamada have never come out and said a word about any of it, and I think they should be actually questioned about what the hell went on in that ring that night. I really do. What if it comes out this was all a work and Rosemary just ran with this because it was going to set up an angle between her and Sexy Star to bring Sexy into the Impact Wrestling product?
All of that shit has been said already.
Yeah.
That would have been brought up a long time ago because Rosemary has opened her mouth about this.
Yeah, she said.
Why wouldn't you have said that?
Yeah, and you know what she said happened? It was she got a bruise. She had a muscle bruise, which is standard. I mean, it's an arm bar, so yeah, you could get a muscle bruise. You could get a bruise in a chair. You could get a bruise taking a bump off.
I bruised my ass sitting on the floor at work today. I'm not going to blame the company I work for, but if someone else did it to me, then I'm going to be pissed.
Hey, you know what, dude? That actually might be something you could actually make some good money off of.
I bruised my ass at work. Now we need to get Scott some ass cream now.
Oh God. Shoot, man. Since we're going all around the world here a little bit, did you guys hear about what happened? Yes, some of the WWE superstars are on a tour in South America at the moment.
Yes.
Yeah, dude. Something happened apparently with Kevin Owens' family, and he's just up and left the tour. And I'm not sure exactly what it is. They haven't made mention, and that's perfectly fine if it's something personal with this family. Dude, guess who's replacing him on the tour?
Triple H.
Triple H has been filling in Kevin Owens' matches. Dude, I'm shocked that Triple H is even stepping in and doing that. I'm sitting there thinking, why not just adjust whoever Sami Zayn was fighting and who Kevin Owens was fighting and just make make those two matches a triple threat? I mean, it's just house shows, I know, but still. It's just weird.
Brazil's a market they're really trying to break into hardcore because they want to get as much money because Brazil's fucking huge.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, and they love their mixed martial arts, so why wouldn't they like pro wrestling? No, I guess, but yeah, it was like caught me off guard that Triple H now, like we heard about Angle coming back and the AJ coming over from SmackDown, and then all of a sudden this happens just literally like yesterday, and Triple H is now officially back in the ring, so whatever, it's all wacky.
Well, wasn't there supposed to be like rumors going around that it's going to be Triple H and Angle at WrestleMania?
Maybe, I don't know. I'm still kind of miffed that
one of Kevin's kid got sick or something, and it was like a severe thing that happened because this is not Kevin Owens at all. This is Kevin Steen at all.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened, but hopefully everything's okay if that's the case. But
something happened to his wife or kid, or maybe his mother or father or something, if they're still with us.
Well, and again, this weekend's pay-per-view is a Raw pay-per-view, and I mean those guys, they're SmackDown guys, so they don't have to worry about it. So, but the next pay-per-view coming up here is what, Survivor Series after this one, which that's co-branded. So,
I'm reading on Sportskeeda. Somebody wrote, listen to what people write. What you wrote in the body of the story doesn't feel like a real reason. I think people are looking for something more specific, like death in the family or girlfriend is having problem pregnancy. Don't say you got the heart of the matter when you don't. And Sean McClellan here responds, what business is Kevin Owens' personal matters to you? It is just that personal. Good point.
Yeah.
People sometimes stuff happens.
No, I get it. I get it. No, I bring it up just so at least we can acknowledge what's going on. Yeah, hopefully whatever it is able to be fixed. And if he wants to keep it private by all means. That's the same thing kind of why we don't know what's up with Nia Jax. Officially. So maybe there's something there, but we don't know. So.
Jesus Christ, it's not like everybody's life has to be your own personal business just because you're a fan of the business. Let these guys have personal.
Yeah, that's one thing I missed about the old days, that we didn't know that these people were real.
Yeah. And Scott, I've been looking at your Amazon wish lists, and dude, holy hell, man! There's some really cool Wacom displays here, and other kinds of tablets and stuff. I'm like, holy crap, man! Those are expensive.
Yeah, but I really don't need one of those for the most part. I just kind of put them on there because, hey, someone wants to be generous.
Yeah, exactly. Those are pretty cool, though. And then you got some good pens and different kinds.
Well, I got the brush pen now, which is, if you've been following me on Instagram, I've been abusing the fuck out of it.
Yes, at ScottNDX.
So I'd like to get some refills for it eventually. I only got one refill that came with the set. So eventually I'm going to want more.
Yeah, and I love the title of your other wish list. Behold, horrible taste. I love that.
Yeah,
I love that.
I like that very discerning taste when it comes to anything.
Yeah. Speaking of horrible taste, you guys want to talk a little 31 Nights of Halloween and...
Oh, hey! Shitty segue time!
Yeah, I know. I can always make a segue way worse than it's supposed to be.
How would Funko Pop Godzilla's a horrible thing? Those aren't horrible. Those
No,
are great.
it just happens to be what he called a section, but he puts a lot of good stuff in there, no doubt.
I used to have a Foot Tall Classic Godzilla.
I almost bought a vintage knockoff Godzilla on Craigslist, but by the time I contacted the guy, he already sold it.
You remember the Godzilla they used to have that had like the mouth that sprung open when you click the thing on his back in the like 80s or something like that? Okay.
Nope.
That's funny.
That's what I used to have. He was on wheels and you could roll around Godzilla and I would make him eat army men and stuff and stage my own, Godzilla conquering Tokyo type things. I was never one to have armies battle. It was always like a giant Godzilla killing everybody and stomping around and trashing my Hot Wheels and turning over my fire engines and my Tonka trucks and stuff like that.
Nice.
I had a really good imagination, and I mean, if you're gonna have an imagination, Godzilla should be a part of it because he is like the greatest thing in the world. He's gonna rise up out of the Godzilla's gonna rise up out of the Sea of Japan and decimate that mother effer up there in North Korea.
No,
Call him Almighty.
I'm sure you guys have heard me say this before, but if you watch Godzilla backwards, it's about a benevolent lizard who helps rebuild Tokyo and then moonwalks back into the ocean.
He's benevolent anyway. He always destroys the bad monsters.
That's only after they realized, kids like Godzilla, so we'll make those movies for kids. And then in the 80s, they changed that with the new company. But the original Godzilla films, after the first one, were made all for kids.
And now
because kids love giant dinosaurs and shit like that.
Next year,
I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying that's how it rolls.
And next year, we're going to get Godzilla versus King Kong.
Yay!
I still question if that's actually going to happen.
We'll see.
You don't think that Legendary can do it?
No, it's just, I don't know. I still haven't seen Kong of Skull Island yet.
Oh, God, it's so good. Oh, it's good. It's real. I loved it. I thought it was
I still got a lot of shit to catch up on. I've fallen off on my 31 Nights of Halloween. I have barely, after playing catch up last week on Sunday, I barely had anything to do this week because I've been overly stressed and overly anxious about many, many, many different things. So I think my list is starting to suffer.
Yeah, well, for now, do you wanna run down your list first, or you want me to run down mine a little bit? Because mine.
Where did I leave? I left it off at People Under the Stairs. I think it was October 13th we last recorded, or 14th, and somewhere around there. I think it was the 14th. I was like just a day behind, right?
Yeah, something like that. I remember People Under the Stairs.
So I ended it with People Under the Stairs from '91. I think after the show I watched Die Monster Die with Boris Karloff in it, which is pretty cool. It was a good movie for 1965, man. I enjoyed that. Behind the Mask, The Rise of Leslie Vernon, which was a combination found footage style interview following the murderer around before he does the whole murdering bit. It's interesting. I don't know if I'd watch it repeatedly, but I didn't not like it.
You got it off the DV December pile.
Yeah, you did. I really need to do a little more than that. Thankfully, it's today is officially the 22nd. I'm already on to the 22nd movie of the month, so I'm kind of...
You're on par.
Ahead of schedule, unofficially, because I could have watched the whole shitload more, but I literally watched 3 movies this week.
Okay.
Only 3 since Sunday. It's now Sunday again.
It's okay. You were ahead, now you're on pace.
I should have so many more movies, but I've just been so messed up this week. I decided to do a George Romero marathon and watch the original Night of the Living Dead, the original Dawn of the Dead, the original Day of the Dead, which I actually have to say was a remade Day of the Dead to be a horrible Nick Cannon piece.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. Apparently with vomiting zombies that could climb on the ceiling like Spider-Man type things. I don't fucking know. Just apparently becoming a zombie gives you spider powers. So Spider-Man's actually undead.
Nice.
So Mary Jane was a necrophiliac, fucking a corpse.
Talking about Twilight?
Oh. God help us.
Sorry, sparkling vampires are not, they're not dead. They're just glittery. It doesn't count.
If I see somebody sparkle like that, I'm going to assume they're probably gay or transgender.
Or they found one of those boxes that said "Great and Fabulous" and they broke it and they stood under it.
Yeah. I don't know what it is. I would assume, dude. Have you seen what people are doing now? There are protesters out there who will go to, like, when, you know how, like, they might have like a Trump parade or whatever, and they have the counter protesters that come by. They will legit glitter bomb people now. They throw, like, they have like bath bombs and stuff you put in the bathtub or whatever, and it melts away and it makes the water all random color. They have things now, like they pack into, like, you remember, God, what was, like, those plastic Easter egg things? Or the things that you'd get out of a quarter machine?
Plastic Easter egg?
Yeah. Well, you know what I'm talking about.
It's not like a plastic Easter egg thing. It's either a plastic Easter egg or it's a thing.
Okay, sure. But basically, they throw those things at people with glitter in it, getting them all entirely covered in glitter for no fucking reason.
People are fucking idiots.
Yeah.
Yes, and if they did it to me, I would immediately drop to the ground and start screaming and tell them I'm allergic to whatever material that stuff's made out of.
That'd be fun.
And have them charged with vicious assault.
Not to mention if you inhale that stuff.
Yeah, it's assault.
Or just completely fuck with them. I'm allergic to fun! Why would you do this?
This portion of the show was lost.
So, I'm going to go back to what I was saying, and I did a Night of the Living Dead marathon, George A. Romero's version, and I watched Night, Dawn, Day, best of the series, and Land all in a row on Sunday. And by the time Day started, my back said, fuck you, I hate living, fuck you, I hate living.
Ouch.
Yeah, it was not a good day for me. I actually missed work on Monday because I could not walk very well. I actually had to take a day off. And that bothered me, but I really had to do it. And then I slept till about 6:30 at night because of it.
Fun.
No.
Probably bad for your timing, but fun.
Well, because of that and stress, I haven't gotten more than 4 hours of sleep per night until last night.
Man, that sucks.
I slept 9 hours, and I would have kept sleeping if I didn't have to go to work today.
That sucks.
Yeah. And I'll probably be up till 7 o'clock today, and I gotta be up at 11.
Oh, good lord.
I gotta go food shopping. But thankfully, Tomas is not gonna be home tomorrow, so I'm not obligated to go to his house for the pay-per-view, because I said next time he has a pay-per-view, I'll be going. And he's not gonna be there, so thank God.
Yeah, it works out. Okay, I guess.
God bless.
You a dinosaur, bro. A dinosaur.
That brand that shall not be named.
We need a center there, too. Oh, God. And the reason why I almost said the name of the company I work for is because I've been typing that out, like, to several different people today, that blah, blah, blah fucking killed me tonight. My back is shot. Because it fucking did. My back is shot. And I still haven't eaten an actual dinner yet tonight. And it's already 1:03 a.m. So, yeah, I'm so glad I have pork chops pre-made.
Yay, pork chops.
So, well, I drew my picture for the 21st of October. Shut up, it's still October 21st somewhere. I'm going to put that on Instagram in a moment, and then I'm going to see about inking it with my brush pen. But in the meantime, I also watched The Craft, which was DVD December, Sledgehammer, which was horrible, and Beware the Blah, which was better than Sledgehammer, but still horrible.
Okay, cool.
Oh, God, I got to watch a movie after this, something. I don't care.
I gotta ask you, what am I... Okay, my German sucks. What does the caption underneath your thing say?
Frau Brucke.
What does that mean?
Frau Brucke?
Oh, God.
I don't know.
Why do you think there's like... Boobs, go to... Here, I'm just going to show you what my avatar is. Copy image location. go to Skype, paste image location, and Boobs, just watch it. Now, do you get the reference?
Yes.
I don't get it. I'm an idiot.
Young Frankenstein!
Every time lightning goes off,
every time they say Frau Rucker's name,
the
lightning goes off, thunder cracks, and the horses neigh and whinny and scared shitless.
Exactly.
Okay.
You know what, Daniel? This next thing's for Daniel here. Fuck it!
I don't know. Dude, Scott, were you able to hear that?
Yes.
Okay.
Gino really did his best.
Oh god. I'm sorry. I don't remember. I've only seen Young Frankenstein like one time ever.
No. Boobs. I love the fact that you said Boobs. Look at the avatar, then you'll get the joke. And Boobs takes a second, just starts laughing.
Dude, Young Frankenstein.
That's a smart man right there.
Mel Brooks is a genius when it comes to comedy, and Young Frankenstein is perhaps. Blazing Saddles is the greatest comedy ever.
Well, for me, in my opinion, the order of the movies will be Spaceballs, just because I'm a Star Wars nuts, and Spaceballs is the perfect spoof of it. So for me, it's Spaceballs, then Young Frankenstein, then Blazing Saddles, then Robin Hood, Men in Tights, fuck the haters. Then Dracula Dead and Loving It, because double fuck the haters.
Where do you put what
I must have given a shit. I feel bad now. I was gonna lend Young Frankenstein to a coworker, and I don't have it anymore. It looks like.
Oh. Oh god. Now he's playing Psycho Sid or Sid.
Daniel.
Yeah, that's basically me right now.
Yes. So I had it on DVD, and I must have given the DVD away when I got the Blu-ray. Okay, that makes sense.
Right.
Watch it, right?
Dude, you gotta see Young Frankenstein.
I gotta watch it again, I guess. I gotta find it.
Dude, you can literally watch it for this month.
All right, I will put it. I will open up a browser to try to find it here and watch it maybe tonight.
I got it. I ain't got it.
So, all right.
We need to fix that Abby normal brain of yours.
My Abby normal brain.
Oh,
all right.
It's Gene Wilder. It's who else is in this movie? Gene Wilder's in it.
Was it Terry Garr?
Yes.
And oh god, why can't I never? I can never remember Igor's real name.
Was it Marty Feldman?
Yes, it is Marty Feldman. And of course, Madeline Kahn.
Oh yes.
Peter Boyle.
Oh god, he's.
And just a random Gene Hackman sighting.
Peter Boyle would have been great in a remake of Frankenstein itself because he's just the guy. He just.
Yeah, he made a very good Frankenstein, whether it's comedy or not. It was very good.
Putting on the bits.
No, it's more like.
Oh yeah. Oh, here we are talking Young Frankenstein.
Lars Leishman as Frau Blucher.
Oh god, I need some lightning and horse sounds.
Oh man.
Oh god.
All right.
So good.
And Mel Brooks, they followed the rule of three with that. After the third time, you didn't see it no more, but they had the rule of three with that one there. So good.
All right. Well, I think the last time we spoke about my list, I was in the middle of my Saw marathon.
Yes, you were.
So
You watched Saw 3.
yeah, and I've since watched Saw 4, 5, 6, and then Saw the final chapter, aka Saw 3D.
I almost bought because it was on, but I didn't because it was on DVD. The whole Saw series for $6.
Oh, dude, that would have been cool.
I was very tempted if I wasn't already spending $25 on the Stranger Things box set that they have. I know. I have not watched Stranger Things yet, but fuck, it's a box set that looks like a VHS box. I had to.
Yeah.
Instant nostalgia kicked in.
Yeah.
Started frothing in the mouth.
No, I've been saying it over and over and over again. The Saw series if you can get past the blood, guts, and gore, and
I hit the first two.
yeah,
I think I can take it through part of the rest of them.
yeah. I mean, I'm not one of those people who does well with horror stuff, and over the course of the last
in general, as we've talked over the years.
Thanks. over the last couple of years doing these, I'm kind of becoming okay with it.
That's kind of how it happened with me.
Yeah.
Knowing Tomas as long as I have.
Yeah.
Him just showing me horror film on top of horror film on top of horror film. I'm like, oh, I watched this. Oh, I remember seeing parts of this. Hey, I remember this movie. And then just realized, shit, I haven't enjoyed this genre for a long time. Let me see what I do enjoy.
Yeah, see, I've always been one of those people who I was just a scared shitless little kid. I'm
still not. I'm a scared shitless adult. I almost ran away watching the first Saw.
Yeah, well, dude, I didn't.
Like 2002.
Yeah, well, 2004. 2004.
Okay, fine.
But
dude,
no, I'm
already 22.
no, dude. I'm the same. I was the same way, dude. I saw the first Saw movie, and the psychological aspect of it for me, I didn't help me sleep at all, like for a month. And I thought, wow, is somebody psycho enough to come up with this idea? Someone's psycho enough to do it. And after I got over that initial shock, and I saw the second one come out, I was like, okay, they're actually crafting a story, and it's almost to a point where you're seeing things. I mean, I don't want to say documentary style, but you're seeing things from the killer's point of view, and what just like the fly on the wall of his traps and stuff. But I've been saying it forever. The best part about these movies is how the storyline is crafted. From the seventh movie ties back to number one. The third one has scenes from number one. The fifth one has scenes from number three. I mean, they just all tie together so well.
I will say that they crafted something pretty impressive.
Yeah.
All that. And I'm surprised that they're actually going back to the storyline with the upcoming Jigsaw movie.
Yeah, which comes out next week, I believe.
And I wouldn't be surprised if we actually go see it.
Yeah, I might go see it. I personally, I'm not fond of going and seeing horror movies in the theater just because. Again, chicken shit a kid, now chicken shit adult. I'm totally with you. But
I will say this: I watched about 30 minutes of Saw, and I've never seen another Saw movie because I couldn't take it.
It's a lot of gore, dude. It's a lot of brain matter, and
it's sort of like when you're watching a wrestling match and a legit bone breaks or something like that. It's really more gruesome.
Oh, dude.
And my mind looks at that and it's like there's an aversion for me when I know it's fake.
Yeah. When
it's not real. But Saul, the killer in that movie, I can see in today's society somebody doing that.
No, I know, and that's why I had a big time aversion to it at the beginning.
You know, and then the trailer they have for the new Saw movie looks like this is going to be even more gruesome than any. I watched Hostel, and I got sick watching.
Yeah, that one I watched.
I actually never watched Hostel, and I kind of both regret that now, but don't regret it because I gave it away. It's like I'm probably never going to watch this because this isn't the type of movie I'm going to be into.
I think it's on Hulu.
I bought it back in 2006 thinking, oh, this will be fun, and he never watched it, and I wasn't going to watch it, so I gave it away. Now that I'm older and more grizzled-ish, I'm not as much a chicken shit as I used to be.
Yeah.
So I figured maybe I could give it a try, but I don't have it anymore.
It's on Hulu. I think it's on Hulu.
No! Shit!
Yeah.
It'll be on Netflix.
No, because I watched it already at the start of this thing. So I know it's. I either watched it on Hulu or Netflix. I want to say it was Hulu.
See, and I felt bad.
hope it's Netflix.
Horror movies this month. I mean,
I got a FireWire cable, Ethernet cable now that I can actually connect my internet in my bedroom to the Blu-ray player there.
Nice.
So I can actually start watching movies more often.
Nice. And then the last movie I watched, it's a play on horror tropes. Originally, I thought it was a horror movie, but it's more horror comedy. Tucker and Dale versus Evil.
great movie.
I regret not owning that yet.
Oh my god. I originally didn't know. I kept seeing it like in my Netflix queue, and I'm like, okay, I don't know what this is, but I'm gonna watch it. And then I realized, oh shit, that's Alan Tudyk. I'm going, oh shit, this is not gonna be horror. This is gonna be more comedy. And sure enough, I love the fact that it plays up the hillbilly horror tropes, like the whole Deliverance kind of feel, and the kids in the woods, and all that kind of
the hills have eyes, wrong turn.
Yeah,
stuff.
and then
It's upside down.
yeah, and then the whole idea of the hillbillies are really nice guys. He rescues a girl, and then people start dying, and they play it off like, wait, maybe they're doing some mass suicide thing, or and then dude, so you guys have both seen it, yes?
Oh yeah.
Scott?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Okay. Okay, my favorite scene of the whole damn thing is when the kids start coming, like they're gonna start attacking them, and then one guy tries to stab him with a pole and trips and falls and then impales himself on it, and then in the next scene, the dude tries to jump out from behind a tree to stab the guy with a shiv and dives right over him into the fucking wood chipper. I laughed so hard that I had to leave the room for a minute just because I didn't want to miss something. I paused it and walked out of the room. It made me laugh so hard. Apparently, it still cracks Harry up, so go Boobs.
Oh god. Yeah, Tucker and Dale vs. Evil is a great movie. Great movie. And it's weird too, because it does have a lot of gore in it, but it's so funny and fun to watch the gore happen. Like you said, the guy jumping in that wood chipper. As soon as you said it, dude, I saw the scene go through my head.
Yeah, dude,
Like,
that's fucking great.
Yeah, that scene now. Okay.
Or just the simple thing, like the one guy freaks out and starts pointing the gun at them, and he goes, "Oh wow, no, you're not gonna shoot anything with that. You gotta make sure you turn the safety off." And he freaking turns the safety off and accidentally blows his own head off.
That's as good as what's the one about the cops in England, Black Sheep, where the zombie apocalypse came and they were all locked inside of a pub and all they were doing was drinking.
Well, that happens in Shaun of the Dead, and that version, dude. I'm on this list, and Scott's seen this one. Cockneys versus Zombies. I was on my list earlier in the month. Oh my god, dude! If you haven't watched that, Boobs, you got to watch that one. It's really good.
Okay, no, I went more like classic. I watched an old Vincent Price film called Dragon Wick, which was a suspense thriller, really creepy. Of course, anything with Vincent Price is creepy.
Did he hit a woman in that film?
Yes, he actually did.
Okay, so that's another one.
Oh jeez.
Honestly, I don't think I've seen a Vincent Price film outside of maybe Edward Scissorhands where he hasn't hit a woman.
Yeah, he actually, the whole point of this was it was like they're in a modern age, but he's stuck like back 200 years ago when there were feudal landlords and stuff, and everybody's rebelling on him, and it turns into he goes psycho. He goes into his own head and becomes very unstable. It's a very unsettling film. Very creepy, and there's a ghost in it and stuff. It's really, really good. But it's a classic. It's from the 60s. It's called, the 60s. It's called Dragon Wick. And you can get it, it's on YouTube. You can watch it on YouTube for free. That's how I found it. I was just looking for Vincent Price. You know, I'd already watched my fill of, I watched some Lugosi. I caught up with, I always, in October, for some reason, I always gotta I watched Dracula, Frankenstein, Wolfman, Mummy. Those are my four of the greatest. And I watched those. I watched Alien and Aliens with my dad last weekend. They had a marathon on one of the channels here, and my dad and I sat there and watched it. And I'm watching it, and I keep making fun of the movies, you know, because you see them so many times, and you become numb to the thing. You know what's going to happen, so you predict stuff, or you know what's going to happen, so you can make your stupid comments about it and stuff. And my dad was sitting there making dumb comments about Sigourney Weaver and the alien coming out of the guy. And he even brought up...
And he goes, oh, shit. Not again.
My dad pretty much doesn't talk a lot, so when we're sitting there watching a movie and he's actually talking with me and we're both cracking jokes on it, then, but he made the thing about, remember the scene in the one movie where the alien comes out and does a tap dance?
That's what I just referenced.
Yeah, that's
Spaceballs.
That's what he did. Yeah, he was saying, he goes, that the one didn't tap dance across the screen and sing and dance in a top hat. And I just started laughing. And then I watched, what else did I watch? Oh, I watched some stupid, I don't know, if you got Netflix, they have brought back Mystery Science Theater 3000. They have some movies on there that are just, oh God. I was watching a movie. It's called The Magic Wizard or something like that. It's an old garbage type of, wizards and warriors type of deal. And one scene, the guy or Tom Servo, they're sitting there and they're doing this ritual sacrifice with a knife. Tom Servo goes, hey lady, can you get out the way? I'm trying to kill this person. I was like, what the hell? Okay. But yeah, if you haven't seen it, go to Netflix. They got 12 episodes or 11 movies up, and they're real good. They have Reptilicus is one of them.
That's nothing to be proud of.
Well, they have Reptilicus. They have what else do they got?
I have Reptilicus.
I actually think for it being an off-country kaiju film, it was done really well.
No, it wasn't. It's literally one of those snakes that you hold that rotates and moves by itself because of gravity.
Okay.
With a fucking monster head on it. That's all it was.
And I watched...
like some cheap sound effects from a Hanna-Barbera cartoon. And the guy you ate was made out of paper.
And I watched one of the few made-for-TV horror films that's really excellent. I watched the original Gargoyles. That's creepy. I don't know if you remember that one.
Nope.
And I watched Pumpkinhead.
Still haven't seen that all the way through.
I like Pumpkinhead. I watched. What else have I seen this month that I really enjoyed that was horror? Oh, Scott, it's on your wish list. Splatter High.
What?
Yeah, I watched Splatter High. It's on your wish list at Amazon.
Splatter High? What?
Yeah. Slaughter High.
Slaughter High.
Splatter High, same damn thing. But yeah, I watched that one, which, that movie is like out there weird. And why are the people, it's like, it's an hour and some odd long movie, and all they keep thinking about is getting laid and smoking dope. The whole movie was about who's going to get laid next. And I watched Friday the 3 because the song was in my head. So I watched that one too. And
So I just put something up in our little Skype chat so you could see. Chris Pratt has a really good sense of humor.
Jeez, we don't know that already?
Yeah.
Couldn't figure that shit out through the movies he's done.
Nope. He's got a really good sense of humor, though.
yeah, I still have not seen the movie though.
Which movie are you talking about in particular?
Didn't he play what's his name? The red guy. The red guy.
The red guy. Star-Lord?
Man, that red guy was so good! Better than the blue guy!
Yeah, I'm guessing you're talking Star-Lord.
Yeah, Star-Lord. Him. Yeah. Those movies were good anyway. Although Dave Bautista made the first one. Sorry.
Dude, Bautista's... Honestly, he's very, very underrated as an actor. He's actually been doing some good work in those two movies, and I know it was like a remake, and it was nowhere near as good as the original. But him being the was it Kickboxer? Whatever the
yes, him as Tom Poe was great.
I like that movie, honestly, but it was not
I
as.
own it. I watched it. I don't regret it.
It's not as good as the original, but he did a pretty good job, I gotta say.
Wow, I am so surprised that
Just
Scott,
go watch Kickboxer 3.
I'm on Amazon here, Scott. They have the Evil Dead anthology on Blu-ray inside the Necronomicon. The case is the Necronomicon. It's $139 on Prime.
That's one of the new ones that they put out because they've done Necronomicon before. I've been trying to get them, but they were always too expensive, and now they're out of print, so they must be doing a new version. Tomas ordered it for me. I got to pick it up from him eventually. The Evil Dead remake that they came out with, an actual unrated cut that they released in the overseas that they didn't release here. And they put it on Blu-ray. That's region-free Blu-ray. So I can't wait to fucking watch that finally.
I might be able to burn something here tonight. Dracula, the complete legacy series on DVD, because, I don't own a Blu-ray, for, at Dracula, Frankenstein, and Wolfman, all for $40, $45. Oh, they had the Invisible Man and the Creature series.
Hey,
yeah, I got the Dracula Legacy series last night for $20 at Target. I only, like I said, I'm spending $25 on Stranger Things, and then I bought, almond butter, and that always costs, your soul.
Yeah, you can get it on. You can get it for $13.47 at Amazon right now.
Yeah, I'm not buying anything off Amazon anytime soon after the last few books I got from there.
Why did it come bad? Damaged?
Yeah.
Oh. Wow.
I'm tired of Amazon fucking up my books.
Damn, I could order every. Yeah, I could live with that. I could deal with having every Legacy collection on DVD for that price.
Boobs, why don't you spend $40 and get a Blu-ray player?
I kind of.
DVDs.
Well, when I get moved, yes, I'm going to be relocating again. I'm getting my house a little backful.
I hope you're getting frequent flyer miles with all this.
No, I won't have to. I'm only moving about 3 hours from Akron in case something happens to my mom and dad. I found a place in a place called Mayville, Kentucky, right across the Ohio River, and it's a small town of about 9,000 people, and it's also, I'm on disability. It's also HUD housing. It's rent control for my income. So my rent will end up being $200 a month. And I can then, but it's right now, it's 5 minutes from the Ohio River and about 15 minutes from a national forest. So I will be very happy, man. It'll be quiet.
Living by a forest is overrated. Trust me, I know.
Well, when you're out there slaughtering kids at camp with axes and arrows through the throat and stuff, I do have to replace my hockey mask, though.
Jiff, pop, pop, pop.
I'm going to so Jiff pop you in the face when I see you after that one.
Oh, hey, what was the magic words there for what the Army of Darkness, the Necronomicon thing? What was it? He always fucked them up.
Klaatu, Baratu, Nitu.
I just remember him.
Necktie. It's Klaatu Barada necktie. What are you talking about?
I just remember him fucking it up and trying to cover it up. Well, yeah, I remember those words. Maybe I missed a syllable.
They're the same words said in The Day the Earth Stood Still.
They're also Star Wars characters.
Klaatu, Baratu, and Nikto.
Klaatu Barada Nikto.
Okay, see, I would have had the skeletons coming up at me, and I'm glad he messed up the words because it made for one of the funniest scenes in movie history. Though the battle Ash has with those skeletons is hysterically funny. He's doing the Three Stooges pokes and stuff. Oh god, that stuff is hysterical.
Nice.
Gee, Bruce Campbell being funny. Who knew?
Yeah, have you ever seen Evil Dead? It's so scary. It actually is a very scary film.
It has its moments.
Actually, if you think about it, Evil Dead was definitely focusing more on the horror than the comedy portion. Evil Dead 2 kind of jucked it up more, and then Army of Darkness said, fuck it, let's have fun.
Yeah.
Hey, anytime your own hand comes out to kill you, there's some humor in that right there.
Well, that's actually one of my favorite. I haven't watched that later tonight, even though it's not DVD December. I haven't watched Idle Hands in a long time.
Dude, you know what? As soon as you said hand comes to kill you, my brain went to that movie too, because somebody posted it also on Facebook this past week.
I saw Blu-ray for it. I'm like, oh shit, Idle Hands on Blu-ray. I'd be willing to upgrade that. I love that movie. The Blu-ray is literally the same exact thing as the DVD.
Should I feel bad?
Nothing new, nothing special, nothing added. Oh, fuck that. I'll keep my $7.99 DVD and you keep your $32.99 Blu-ray.
Should I feel bad that when I was a teenager I saw Idle Hands at the theater?
Yeah, I was going to say, that came out when I was in high school. At least I want to say, anyway.
I believe
it was like 97.
Right around, okay, before I came out to high school then. It was when I was in middle school.
I remember I saw that one at the theater. But, because I thought it was like, you ever see The Hand? Just The Hand?
Nope.
I thought it was going to be something like The Hand.
I just remember, like, Seth Green was a zombie or something in that one.
You know what always got me? It was Devin Sawa that was in it. I always remembered him from Little Giants.
Yeah.
So that was like my reference point for him as an actor for so many years. I'm like, oh shit, he's also in Final Destination.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's certain things where you can't help but just go, oh yeah, it's that guy.
When did that movie come out?
Shoot, the kid.
90s for Idle Hands. I remember looking for it for years on for DVD when I started buying. That was one of the first DVDs I ever bought too. I was looking for it for a while to get it, and I wasn't really buying a lot of movies back then. And I found it at, of all places, before they closed, Nobody Beats the Wiz.
Okay.
Nobody. But bankruptcy.
Now, The Hand was in '81. It had Michael Caine in it. That's why.
Yeah, Michael Caine did a lot of movies for cocaine, didn't he?
I don't know if he did it for cocaine or not. I know this movie was kind of creepy. He got his hair and lost his hand in a car wreck and comes back to kill people and try to kill him.
Well, it wouldn't matter if it wasn't trying to kill him too.
Yeah. They tried to kill him, and I just remember a scene. We saw it at the drive-in as kids, and I remember a scene where he's in his apartment and his hand is like crawling at him at like 0.15 negative miles per hour, and he is in such terror. Okay, and this hand is literally making centimeters of progress, and he's backing up on the floor in terror, scooting himself across the floor. And as a kid, I'm thinking, get up and walk out. It's not moving that fast. Just walk out, stab it, step on it, do something. But yeah, why are you afraid of it?
Why are you hitting yourself? Why you hit yourself?
Yeah,
Why you hit yourself?
Exactly.
Hey, since I'm thinking about it right now, and I have you here to run the idea off of here, if I watched Addams Family, would that be able to count for this?
It's a horror comedy.
Okay.
More comedy than horror, but it's very it's 31 Nights of Halloween. I don't care what anyone says. We'll have some fun shit in there too.
Okay. Yay.
Dan's never said you can't watch that.
Okay.
Anything you've ever really posted ever, because it's Halloween, man. Come on, Ernest Scared Stupid.
I'm gonna watch.
Shit like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure I watch the Addams Family, and I'm gonna watch Hocus Pocus now.
Hocus Pocus is really good.
Yeah, the one movie where I find Sarah Jessica Parker attractive, and she's supposed to look horrible.
Come on.
I find that really, really funny.
So now I'm gonna go on Hulu or on Netflix and find me a whole movie to watch tonight.
So.
And can I tell you about my dream I had?
If you can tell it in 3 minutes or less.
It goes with the topic.
Man, I wish I had Netflix.
So I had a dream. I'll give you my password, Scott, when we get there. I'll put it in the chat, give you my password. It's real easy. I had a dream that I was being chased by this creepy water. Don't laugh. Because it was like the water, everywhere I went, the water was rising. It was wiping out cities and whatever. And I was with a group of people, and we kept having to go to higher ground. Okay? And there's just all this water. Can you imagine being chased by water, right? Water.
Congratulations, you're Jason Voorhees.
And we got to the top of the hill, and guess what happened? The water fell.
Huh?
Yeah, the water falls.
Wah, wah, wah. Okay, Scott, you have to, like, give me some redeeming little clout there, because that was god-awful. and considering the fact that I've said some god-awful stupid things.
Are you kidding me? I just left the show. This is my last episode.
Scott's hand just attacked you.
I am so done with this show now. This is your fault, Boobs. Gorilla Blood will now be Daniel Correa every week weeping for 2 hours. Wishing he still had his friends to do the show with.
Aww. Alright.
I watched some more show the other night called Because Dallas.
Oh, God.
Biscuits. Mustard.
Alright. On that note, let's call it a night here, fellas, and then we can all go watch movies. Yay. So,
Or eat dinner.
or in your case, eat dinner and watch movies. So on that note, be sure to add Gorilla Blood Radio on the Instagram, Scott NDX on Instagram, I'm DKorea247 on the Instagram. Boobs, what is it? You're the Boobs 247? Is that what you are on the Instagram?
Yes, I am the Boobs 247
on Instagram. You can also listen to the Boobs every week on
making it the Boobs Double D.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, they went before it.
Yeah, you can listen to the Boobs on NBC Sports Radio's Pro Wrestling 247.com.
The show we used to be on.
Yes. Until I don't know why. what happened there?
A change of pace. If you go Friday nights over to kayfaberadio.com, you will hear me, being me, talking about politics, religion, news, things like that. And I guarantee you, if you think Gorilla Blood is offensive, you ain't heard nothing till you hear me let go. Because my catchphrase over there is "get the fuck out." Period.
Nice.
You gotta listen to me do Unwrapped.
Right on.
I come totally unwrapped.
I mean, it's not "get the fuck out!" exclamation point. Just "get the fuck out!" period. Where's the emphasis, man?
Get the fuck out. Yeah, the emphasis.
Get the fuck out.
You have to mean it. It's like when you say, "Hey, do you care about this?" I give 0 fucks. Do you know fuck can be in a timeline? How many fucks, the number of fucks you give? Yes, I have done my research. I know these things. Because...
Stop counting my fucks.
What was I supposed to put on your Enzo Amore shirt again?
Cause fucking...
Okay, I gotta remember that. I think it's safe to say that Scott's favorite word is fuck.
Yes.
It's the easiest word for me to remember.
Oh.
It's a very good sentence enhancer.
Speaking of that, let me go over here real quick to see if I've been... we're going off the air, but I got an interesting story to talk about Google Play and the Google developers thing that they got going on there and what they did to for the Gorilla Blood app.
Yeah, if it ever works. So.
It'll be up here. I'm going to go to my dashboard.
All right.
They're talking about shit. I have no idea what they're talking about, folks. So if you're confused, so am I.
What's going to be happening is once it gets approved, Gorilla Blood Radio will have its own Android app that you can go to the Android market and download, and you can see every episode that they have up on their YouTube channel. And along with that, that's version 1. Now, we are going to be adding to it some very helpful insight and knowledge that everyone needs to know. One, Scott's got a personal greeting that we're going to be putting in there. Two,
what?
Yes, the personal greeting from Scott NDX in there. Yes, it will be there. You'll have to download the app and find out what it is. It'll be a surprise.
Shit, I'm about to download the app and see what this is too. This is a fucking surprise.
Okay. Well, it isn't live yet. It isn't live, so I'm waiting on approval because the graphic for Gorilla Blood Radio was designed by Scott NDX.
Lazily so.
And it was flagged for intellectual property and copyright infringement.
Because I stole a picture of a gorilla and drew it.
Oh, yeah, but yeah, that's why. But so I've got a little a feud going on with Google developers right now about that. The other thing that's going to be included in there, like I said, it's going to be an educational app, not just to listen to the most immature show on in anywhere on the planet, but we will also
give me a Twitch credit there.
Well, yeah. Well, no, you're immature. You're immature. It's immature.
Yes, you're rated I for idiocy, but I mean.
Yes. But we will also be teaching people how to properly use the term fuck. In all its various nuances, and I am going to be getting my information directly from the most reliable source on the planet, the interweb. So
I don't know if they might just block you again, dude, if you put up the video of George Carlin. So just saying.
Oh no, I won't put that there. I'm going to be using Wikipedia because that's open source, and also the Urban Dictionary has some great definitions of the word fuck. Not the sexual connotations, of course, but other meanings of the word fuck. There are literally over 200 ways you can use the word fuck. I did not know that. I have been getting educated, and I'm going to include quite a few of those in the app so people can understand why it's one of Scott NDX's favorite words, and how come it is perhaps more versatile than the word the when it comes to the English language. For that matter, any language.
What was that, Scott?
This whole thing is fucked right now.
Yeah.
Exactly. There's a way you can use the word. There's a way to use fuck right there.
All right. On that note, good night, everybody. Scott NDX, the Boobs, joining us as guest tonight. I'm Daniel Correa. We'll talk to you next time here on Gorilla Blood Radio.
You sound so unsure about that.
Maybe, considering what was just said, and I'm gonna be crying. Bye. Maybe we'll see you next week.
Someone will see you next week. Daniel by himself, weeping.